So I was reading an article and I was telling you all about it. It was talking about creative struggles.
Oh, man.
And like one of them is like discipline, right? Like creatives are struggling to be disciplined. I struggle with that. I don't even know.
Do you? I feel
Yeah.
like you are the most disciplined person I know.
I mean,
Creative.
relatively.
We've even had conversations about
About
this.
me being like, how does Gabby do it?
Like,
how
you
does she keep it
seem
together?
like the person that's like, okay, yeah, everybody struggles with discipline, but like, it don't matter. You're gonna find
No,
Gabby.
it's like
you
not
gonna
an
find
option.
Gabby
Right.
up at a coffee shop at 6:33 in the morning,
Figuring it out.
Okay,
Probably, yeah.
Like,
but yeah, okay, so I think for me, I want to get to you though. You're like guilty as charged. Yeah, guilty. I mean, discipline relatively. Like I said, so compared to maybe the average person, I am very disciplined. But the kind of discipline I guess I want to personally probably see is perfection, but it's not going to happen.
Right.
But I will say, I feel like maybe it's not my creative journey that I'm not disciplined in because that's something that's really meaningful to me. Maybe like my food journey. Like one day I'm like busting my butt to stay in shape, and then the next day I have a chicken sandwich.
My
like
discipline
today.
is
real.
just whatever happens. I ain't got no discipline is what I'm trying to say. when it comes to my food journey, listen.
I thought you were about to say something really profound. I was like, oh, tell us more. You said
Somebody thinks it's profound.
That's right.
Discipline is super important, though. I feel like at
It
the
is.
beginning of this year, I was like, "Listen, you gotta buckle it. You gotta buckle it down."
Well, that's what that's why I became disciplined in my artistry because I realized you have dreams
Right.
and no one's gonna hand them
ever.
to you.
Nobody
Like,
is gonna do it for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so, actually I used to grow up, a friend and I were talking, Brandy Lewis, today, we were together, we were talking.
Sister
And
Lewis.
I just said, you know what, Brandy Lewis, my dad, Ron Williams, every day of my life growing up, maybe not
Of
every
course,
day,
his
but
name
like,
is Ron Williams, by the way.
doesn't he sound like a quote, like a
Yeah.
quotable person? But he was just like, Gabriella, nobody cares about you. Like, I know it sounds really morbid and like, not morbid per se, but horrible. And he was just like, listen, you care about you the most.
Right.
And if you want something, you got to make sure you go get it. Like no one's going to give it to you.
That's
because
facts.
nobody cares enough to like dig into your mind and your heart
Yeah.
and figure out what's important and make it happen for you.
That's
so
the entire truth.
take care of
Yeah.
yourself and go after what you want. And that was the point
Yep.
behind that like whole like horrible
Yeah.
comment. But so that rings true in my mind. Like there's nobody really cares about me like I can care about me
Right.
beyond God, right? But like nobody does and nobody really can.
Or necessarily should. Like, I feel like that's kind of my biggest thing that I learned with Let's Talk About It too. Like, even partnering with you, like, at the end of the day, this was my vision. You know,
Yeah.
this is what I conceptualized, what I wanted to see happen.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, people give a flying fart if I continue.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like,
Ma'am.
I'm keeping 100.
She had me on the edge of my seat.
always
Like,
do.
I'm gonna
I'm
need a little
keeping it
beat.
100.
It's okay. It's all right.
Like, and
a whole
at
buck. I got that from you.
a whole buck. Okay? Like, and at the end of the day,
You keep
yo,
me
I,
so
I
hip.
really can't.
So
This is why I
2021.
have my own podcast because I be talking. Anyways,
So you're just gonna be a regular because you're literally on the Helps 2 team as
Right.
yourself, like just doing your own thing.
right,
Yeah.
right. And so,
Yeah.
but it's like one of those things that like I've been doing Let's Talk About It, I think for almost 3 years now. And which is kind of crazy because we haven't actually had that much content out and for how much it's grown for it being, for like a little amount of content. I feel like at the end of the day, people really don't care. Like if
No.
I continue, like folks is gonna cry when Oprah, lets go of the show.
But will
like,
they? Kind of. You'll have like the 3 token soccer moms that are freaking out.
Right.
Oprah's
No.
gone. But the reality is,
That's-
okay,
no,
Soccer mom number one.
no. Ellen, maybe. Okay,
She just canceled.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
She
okay.
can't.
When
Oh,
they're-
yeah,
they're-
she just
Now
announced
she
it.
got the 3 soccer moms. Oprah, fight me.
She said she's Oprah.
Okay.
I will cut you. That look. Listen, someone is aggressive today. I'm just
I
kidding.
really did. I showed up
You're
all
aggressive.
the way.
Oh, that's why I
like,
love you. I'll be like,
with the okie doke.
should I fight her though? Let's be honest. People, when they die or leave, God forbid,
Okay.
right?
Right.
You really do miss them, but your life moves on. Like, I miss Michael Jackson. I wish he was still around.
100%.
I listen to his music. And I feel like Justin Bieber's latest album, there's some songs I'm like, this is kind of like Michael Jackson. Y'all know it.
I feel like we're really treading on ice. But
We are,
I'm
we are. But
following.
hear me. So I used to think about Michael Jackson so much more when he was here, but now that he's gone, I might think about him once every 3 months. My life has moved forward. And that's how life is supposed to be, though. Y'all, please don't come for me. I love Michael Jackson.
I'm tracking with you.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm just saying everybody is like that. And I think that when you can get that as a creative and a human being, hold my hand, come on. When you can get that, you start to make moves and have a little more courage. When you realize,
your hand's really soft.
Thank you.
But no, you're right. You're right.
When you realize that, like,
you have this much time.
Yeah, you have this much time,
to
and
do
to be
what you
honest,
make an impact, leave a legacy, do the
and not everyone's gonna
carry out the
care
dreams in
forever.
your heart.
Yeah, that's
and
real.
you know what, low key, I know I'm the youngest one here, but like that's kind of.
What are you trying to say?
We gonna fight. We are gonna fight. Like, let me tell you though, I feel like that's like one of the scariest things. Like, I thought I was thinking to myself, okay, because I'm 24. Okay. If I get to live 100 years, I've already spent a quarter of my life doing what? Like, just kidding. My life is amazing. Like, at least I feel like I'm happy.
Tell us. I don't know. I'm not living it.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm just saying, like, I got 25 cents left. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to do what I want to do. And so when I'm sitting here, you know, this last season of us not filming or whatever, like, this is something that I've been thinking about with Let's Talk About It. Like, I have these really big dreams where I'm like, I'm 24.
Yeah.
Come on with it. You know, but then I think I got like 15 more years until I'm 40. And 40 is still young to me.
It's young.
So I'm like, I'm tripping.
Yeah. You're going to be 40. I mean, I was at the gym with like 60-year-old women and they're like cut. Like, that's why I go to the gym in the morning. I made a fundamental, and then we need to get to Chelsea because I have so many questions for you. So don't let me forget. Okay?
True. I had a whole episode. Listen, I had a whole episode. It's fine.
We can go back and forth. We brought Chelsea in here.
For a reason.
So I used to go to the gym at night, 6 p.m.,
Yeah.
do the Zumba class. I'm looking at people. Everyone is still fluffy. And that's okay. I'm not judging. But I've always
like a nice little cloud.
You know, I've always been the type, if you want to be like something or someone, you get around those people.
Right. Yeah.
And so I started going to the gym at 6 a.m. These women are cut. Yeah. 65, running marathons.
Absolutely.
Six-pack. I mean, not that that's my goal in life. I don't want to run a marathon, and I don't want a six-pack. But I want to be in good shape. That's important to me. It doesn't need to be important to everybody else. These women are there. And so I started doing that. And so I think there's something about it. I don't even know how I got on that, but it's great.